The next step is to sew this bottom edge, but we can't sew the entire thing. We have to leave a space, about 2-inch gap opening, so that we can turn it inside out. If we completely close it up, there's no way to get to the other side of the fabric, and we don't want to see this dull side. We want to see the good side, the bright side of the material. So I'm going to have to get a ruler and a marking pencil. We may be using regular pencils if that's what you have. I would rather not a pen, but if we have to, we might, it'll be okay because you won't be able to see it's on the other side anyway. But normally we'd use a chalk marking pencil, and we're going to measure 2 inches. So I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to look for the 2-inch mark. So I've got 2 inches is right here. I'm going to put it to the edge of the material, okay, and I'm going to measure 2 inches. This is 1, this is 2, and I'm going to make a mark. Okay, you want to make it so that you can definitely see that mark, because when you're sewing, you want to know that's where you're supposed to stop. Okay, so I made my mark here. I hope you can see it. We're going to sew from this edge. Same thing, press your foot on the edge the whole time. You back stitch, you go straight across. When you get to your white mark, you're going to back stitch there and leave this gap open. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, I'm going to remove my pin because it's in the way right from the get-go. I can adjust if I want to move it in a little out. I'm going to put my needle down to start, and I'm going to go 3 or 4 stitches forward. I'm going to go 3 or 4 stitches backward, and now I'm going to start to move forward, keeping my presser foot on the edge of the fabric the whole time. Okay, I'm getting close to my pin, pull it out. Let this seam move to the side is fine. You can fold it right to the side. It'll kind of fold on its own. Now you kind of do, it's not a totally straight edge. You do kind of have to pivot a little here, so I'm going to put my needle down, adjust so that my edge of my fabric's with my edge of my presser foot again. And now I'm going to continue straight. And I'm hitting my white line is right here. It might be hard to see, but my white line's right there. So I'm going to go right up to the white line. I'm going to stop. I'm going to click and hold my reverse. I'm going to go 3 or 4 backward, and then I'm going to let go and go 3 or 4 forward, stopping at that white line or whatever color line you made. Okay, so now I have this done. Okay, a back stitch at the beginning, a back stitch at the end, and I have this gap where I'm going to turn it inside out in a minute. You can cut off your extra threads.